Equipment.com.
Good Morning Texas Home and Wealth, sponsored by Rodney Anderson with Supreme Lending.
A new mortgage program has just come out and may help you refinance your mortgage and pay off your student loans at the very same time. With us today to explain that is our mortgage expert, Rodney Anderson. Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow, this is kind of interesting and new, Rodney. I see that you're kind of excited about this.
Yeah, a lot of times what happens is when Fannie Mae, which is the federal government, they are the government-sponsored entity that backs many of the mortgages, they come out and introduce this new program just a week ago. And so it's exciting for a lot of people that have good to excellent credit. They have equity in their home, and now they can potentially refinance those student loans, because nothing can be more irritating than having 20 student loans on your credit report, and nothing that can nosedive your credit report more than student loans.
Okay, walk us through the program.
Yeah, here's what basically happens. So let's say you have a $300,000 home, and that's what it's worth. You can borrow up to 80% of the appraisal value, so that's $240,000. If you only owe $150,000, you could pull out up to $90,000 minus closing costs just to pay off student loans. Now, in this particular program, you can't pull any other cash out. This program is only for people that have student loan debt.
Huh. Does that mean the rates are improved with this program?
Yeah, so here's what happens. Normally, cash out interest rates charge a little bit more than the regular going rates.
Okay.
Many of the credit score adjustments on those go away. So what you'll see is versus a regular cash out where people are paying off credit card debts, doing home improvements, this rate will normally be about 0.25% better than the other mortgage rates out there for the regular cash outs. It's a great program, but more importantly, what it's doing is it's trying to get people to wrap their student loans into one mortgage and have one mortgage payment, because student loans are complicated. They just seem to last forever, and in many cases you don't get a tax write-off for having student loans, and some of these interest rates 6%, 8%, Shannon, on many of these student loans. Yeah, and so what it's doing is allows you to refinance it, put it in your mortgage, and in most cases get a tax write-off for the interest that you're paying, where most of the student loans you can't get a tax write-off for.
Right. Oh, wow, this is really good. You say that this is hot off the press program. How long would it take to normally close if you want to do something like this?
Yeah, on this, you're going to look at about 15 days to get it closed. So here's what I recommend to people. If you have good to excellent credit and you have a lot of equity in your home, but you are sitting there with student loan debt, and if it's student loan debt for you, student loan debt for your children, we see a lot of student loan debt for grandchildren, and you want to wrap it all into one versus having all these payments to all these student loan companies, then it is a big benefit for a lot of people out there. And we see people that have massive amounts of student loans where they'll $70,000 to $100,000 is nothing. I saw a doctor the other day that had $322,000 in student loan debt alone. So it's a great program for people.
So what's the first step for folks?
Well, the first step is you got to make a phone call to see if it's worth it for you and to see if you're eligible for the program.
Okay.
The second thing that you need to do is, if it's going to save you a bunch of money, then go with it. Look at it, because nothing can be more overwhelming than student loans. Make it simple. What I like about the program is it can be very simple for people and wrap it into one payment.
All right, you've got to give Rodney a call at 1-800-EXPRESS or go to rodneyanderson.com for more information on your mortgage refinancing need and maybe even this new program for you.
News 8